Hello everyone, welcome to Zoho Creator Learning Table Series. To say about Learning Table Series, this is a month-on-month session which is held at the first Thursday of the month. In this series, we usually take an industry, discuss about all the automations needed for that particular industry, and also we'll talk about how Creator can be made as a solution in order to provide that automation. So in that flow, this month we are going to talk about manufacturing industry. So, in order to to make this session even more interesting, we are introducing a collaborative model where a partner will be presenting a solution that they have built for their customers. So, today I'm super glad to introduce BSP, Zoho's premium partner for over 13 plus years. To say about BSP, they excel in providing innovative solutions for digitizing business operations. So today we have Osama, Solution Delivery Director at BSP. He is a seasoned expert in integrating and optimizing Zoho products. So he will be presenting the session today for us. And also we have Mohammed from BSP who will be helping us with the Q&A. So before I introduce and move the session transfer to Osama, let me give some housekeeping rules. All the attendees in the session will be on mute, and please post your questions in the question tab, which is available in the left corner of your screen. And a recording of the session will be sent to all the registrants, and please try to participate in the polls and the surveys that are going to be conducted. So now let me introduce Osama.
Hello, Preeti.
Yes. So over to you. I'm just giving the control. You can take
Okay,
from
thank you.
there.
Hi, everyone. I'm Osama Raki, the delivery director at BSP Corp. So I help manage the team that builds custom apps using Zoho Creator. My job is to ensure that we create solutions that fit our clients' need perfectly and make their work easier. So at BSP Corp, we are all about using Zoho tools to help businesses work better and achieve their goals. So I'm excited to share with you guys how we do this today. So I share my screen with you. So for today's session, we will cover first major processes or major process automation that we have in the manufacturing industry. So we'll see the application process flow with some examples, how we implemented those flows inside our app. We'll be covering some features that a creator provides and help us with to make the solution work better for every industry, but especially for the manufacturing industry, before diving into a live demonstration. And then we will discuss a couple of extended use cases. And finally, we'll have a Q&A session. We'll try to answer live to your questions. Okay, first, what is Zoho Creator? So Zoho Creator is a low-code platform that enables businesses to build custom application quickly and easily. So without needing extensive programming skills, it offers an intuitive interface for design apps, along with the combination of application development, business intelligence, analytics, integration, and of course process automation with blueprints, for instance. All of this in or on one platform. So this makes Zoho Creator an ideal solution for developing tailored ERP system to meet the specific needs of the manufacturing industry. So the manufacturing industry involves making products using tools, machinery, labor. So it includes everything from creating a raw material to assembling a finished good. So of course, the finality is to deliver the finished good to your customer. So let's talk about the major process automation. In the manufacturing industry, automating is key. So automating key processes enhance efficiency, of course, and accuracy. First, we have the base. The base is the inventory management. Inventory management automation tracks stocks, stocks levels, and in real time, preventing shortages and overstock. Automating sales order automation will help streamline order processing from the receipt of the customer PO to the fulfillment. And of course, for the fulfillment part, the shipment automation optimizes preparing the order, packing, and dispatching the sales order that need to be shipped. And we can't talk about the manufacturing industry without talking about bill of material automation. So to ensure precise component tracking and cost management. And based on those bill of materials, we need to track work orders. So work order automation manages production schedules and assembly of the final products and so on. And to be able to do all of that, of course, you need to maintain your inventory level. So purchase order automation simplifies suppliers or supplier transactions to ensure timely procurement and inventory replenishment. So let's see what are the main modules. So we just talked about all of it, but yeah, the flow or the inventory management is based on all of that. So the sales order from the receipt of the PO to the shipment to the invoicing, and of course to have enough inventory, you need to purchase your inventory, and for the manufacturing part, you need to build or to assemble your part numbers and items based on a bill of material hierarchy. So let's see some processes that we have simplified with a flow chart, just to give you an idea, guys, how those processes can be implemented in Zoho Creator. We'll see later how the implementation looks like when you are executing those processes inside your system. So for the sales order part, first, there is sales order in draft mode. There is no transactions, no inventory movements or anything. You are in a draft mode. Then you can check and verify and confirm some rules. So depending on the business, for our example, we have two levels of verification. First, we need to have a credit limit verification for your client. Is his credit limit valid or not? If not, the sales order is blocked until we check with the financial or the accounting team or something like that. So the credit limit need to be checked. Then we need to check the inventory. Do we have enough inventory or not? If yes, of course, the sales order is clear to ship. If not, we need to notify the customer and, of course, trigger some other business rules. When we have enough inventory, of course, we can go ahead to prepare with the preparation of the order, generating documents, for instance, packing slip, customer, fiscal invoice, and so on. For example, we can have commercial invoice if the order need to be shipped outside the country. So for the customs, you need to have the commercial invoice. So after that, the shipment can be validated and confirmed in the system. And of course, for the example where we don't have enough inventory, you need to raise a purchase order from your vendor, have their confirmation, and when the order arrive, the resource need either partially or fully receive your order, and of course the stock need to be updated and tracked. So after that, the bill of material, of course, the manufacturing part, you need to have the base, which is the bill of material hierarchy or the bill of material database. So in order to have correct data inside your system and correct inventory tracking and accurate inventory tracking, first we need to have a well-built bill of material database. So we need to have this information first before going further. So we have our component. The system can see which component is available or not. If available, of course, we reserve the component and assign it to the work order. If not, the purchase order take the flow from here and do the work as we saw in the earlier in the previous slide. The purchase order need to be raised, sent to the vendor, and received, and then we can do the reservation for the work order in question. We for those kind of application, we need to have the bill of material complexity taken care of. So with the creator, we are able to handle the complexity, especially if we have, in some businesses, we have very complex bill of material hierarchy with 100 plus BOM levels. So the complexity can quickly go through the roof. So we need we have creator for that to handle this complexity, and of course in real time inventory management to track accurately the stock levels, and of course after that we can automate the purchase order the purchases and have accurate purchases to be sent to our vendors. And having all those information, we can have as many reports as possible as soon as we have the correct data in our system. So for instance, booking, debooking to track sales orders, modification or the demands of modification from our clients to have, for example, some financial reports, or to track the behaviors of our customers to see what's going on in a fiscal year. For example, what are the modification that our customers do for their orders from our business. So some features that we will cover or that creator help us with. So for the canvas, you can customize and design a very cool interface for your bill of material or your product. So with images and very slick design. So Canvas very used. We can use widget. We are using widget for our systems to visually represent the hierarchy of your bill of material. As I said before, sometimes the bill of material can be very complex and can have a very complex hierarchy. So it's even for the final users who knows their bill of materials very well, sometimes it's difficult to remember every component in every sub bill of material or sub bill of material. So with the help of widgets, we can have a visual representation of those bill of material to help us. So with the help also with the blueprints, we are able to streamline business processes and have a different level of validation and confirmation and trigger as many business rules as we need. And of course, with the power of schedule workflow, we are able to asynchronously execute some logic, either to improve performance or just for the sake of a business rule that need to be executed asynchronously. So we have these powerful tools in our hand. And of course, we have many other features that Zoho Creator makes available for us to enhance our solution. Okay, so now let's dive into our live demonstration. Okay, this is Zoho Creator, as you may know. So the main screen is where the report appear or reports or form, and on the left side we have the menu. So of course, the base is, as I said before, the inventory management. Here we can see the product database. So with the forms, Zoho Creator, you can specify or customize your product sheet with as many details as possible. So for this example, you can see that we have a lot of details, but of course we can do more or do less. It depends on the needs. So as you can see, for example, we have a subform that represent the vendors that provide us with this specific product. So I can have only, for example, only 2 vendors for this product. That will help me for the purchase teams, purchase department. They will not make some errors when doing some purchases for this product. They will only have this product available to be purchased only from those 2 vendors. If I defined the vendors here. So for example, in Zoho Books, you don't have this rule. Sometimes you can make a mistake to send a purchase to your vendor with the wrong part number. So with Zoho Creator, you have easily the possibility to apply this kind of validation. So I can't go through every single field, but yeah, some of them are important than others. So of course, those flags dictate some other business rules that we can execute after that. Of course, is this product counted in inventory? Do we track serial numbers? Is this product manufactured? Is it sellable or not? Because some parts are not sellable; they are just used in our bill of materials to build some products. So with this flag in particular, we are able to apply some validation in our sales order. So sometimes a user can do have some non-sellable sales order sent as a sales order. So with this flag, we are able to do validation. So non-sellable sales order cannot appear in the sales order list, so product list. So those kind of validation that Zoho Creator make it easier for us. So the bill of material section, I have here, for the sake of the demo, just a simple bill of material, just to illustrate how it works. So we have the manufactured item, and we have a sub level of this manufactured item that contains itself two other normal product. And for as I showed you earlier with the widget, we are able to visually see how this bill of material is built, and with quick access to information about the cost, quantity, and so on. Sorry. So this bill of material, this product is will be testing this to assemble this bill of material. Here we have the stock or the inventory summary. So with a lot of details about the quantities, is it in stock, is it available, is it in purchase, is it in draft purchases, is it reserved, if yes, in what work order, and so on. If it's reserved in a sales order, which sales order is it reserved? So there is a lot of details that can be covered, and yeah, depending on the business needs. So, for example, our manufactured item is out of stock, and some of the components are out of stock also, but not for the processor. So we'll see how it goes when we are trying to generate a work order. So this section, product to order, here we have suggesting, or the system is suggesting to the user what are the purchases or the work order that he need to launch. So the processor, as we saw earlier, we have only 3 in inventory, and we have a reorder point of 10. So the manufactured item, we have we are out of stock, and we have the reorder point of 10 as well. Why do we have or the system is suggesting 12 instead of 10, the reorder point, is because we have in the records or in the inventory summary, you can see that we have 2 as back order. So sales order, we have 2 sales orders that are waiting for 2 quantities. So this is why we have 12 instead of 10, which is the reorder point. Why another? We can ask the same question for the processor. We have 3, and we the minimum is 10. So logically, we just need we need 7, not 5. So the system is intelligent enough to see that we have already 2 in purchases. So we just need 5 plus those 2 to arrive to the level of the reorder point. So we have this kind of automation and reporting and quick access to the information that Zoho Creator is powerful, where it's powerful and it's totally customizable. So let's replenish our manufactured item. So here, let's just launch one quantity. So as soon as I launch this work order, the system in the background will go through the hierarchy of the bill of material, check for the component. Are they available? If yes, they will reserve it, yeah, for this work order. If not, we will check if there is any ongoing purchase orders to check if there is any quantity to be left from this receiving, and we will then reserve it for this work order. If not, we will create another purchase order in the draft mode. So let's launch it. We'll see the loading page where the system is working on checking all those rules that I've just said. So my work order now is ready. or is at least built. So 2 levels, because I have 2 levels of my bill of material, and both of them are not ready to assemble. Why? Because I don't have all the quantity reserved. For processor, I already had 3 in my inventory, so I needed one, reserved one, no problem. The second part number or component, I need 2, but I don't have any, so nothing reserved as of now. So no, I can't assemble this part. Of course, the higher level or the finished good or the finished product needs the sub bill of material to be assembled in order to have the quantity. So let's see, for this product, in the purchase order module, do we have successfully created our purchase order? Yes, and it's reserved to the right work order ID. So I see here production 11-1 reservation 2 quantities. So it's 11-1 and I need 2 quantities. So the purchase order is in draft mode. So if the purchase team needs to, let's say sometimes the vendors have a minimum to be ordered from the quantity standpoint or the total amount of the purchase order. So if I'm not there yet, so the purchase team can, of course, change and edit or increase the quantity or anything. They are in total control of their purchases. Even if we generated automatically this purchase order, it's in draft mode. They can go after that and edit it. So this purchase order is created, and of course, needless to say that every operation that we do inside Zoho Creator is synchronized with the accounting part with Zoho Books. So my purchase order 18, let's have it here. So my purchase order number has been created with the right part number and so on, with right quantity, of course. So then let's either send our purchase order, our PO, to the vendor, or just to make it or to mark it as issued. And of course, if needed, I have a custom document made for this purchase order. So let's make it simple. We'll mark it as issued, and we had the confirmation of our vendor. The price looks good, up to date. They confirm everything on it, so I can confirm it. But the system here make a validation and say, okay, you forgot to enter the expected delivery date. So we have a rule for specific clients, so he need to have the expected delivery date from his vendor before going or proceeding further. So we enter the expected delivery date. Now we can, or we are able to confirm the purchase. If I see here, I update, now it's really issued. It's not draft anymore. So Books is following along with me. Of course, in the background, there is webhooks connected to my Zoho Books to make those kind of changes. So my purchase order have been sent by my vendor, so I need to receive it. And of course, as I said before, either fully or partially receive my purchase order. So I will receive fully my purchase order in order to fulfill my work order. reservation, and yes, confirm the receiving. Creator or the validation we have implemented in the background are smart enough to detect that, okay, you have quantities to be received, but this part number is serializable, so we are tracking serial numbers, so you need to, in order to receive, to have the accurate numbers of serial numbers equal to this quantity. So I will be, let's copy this and yeah, separate those serial numbers with comma. Okay, two serial numbers. I see here that they are really two serial numbers, because sometimes I can make the mistake and do a point instead of comma. So here it's a one serial number, and if I make the mistake and submit, the system is smart enough to say, okay, you entered just one serial number, you need two. So now it's two serial numbers. I'm able to receive now. Before fully receive this purchase order, I need to approve. So another user maybe do the approval, sorry, and my purchase order is fully received. If I see the inventory, I see that now my stock has been increased, but not available. Why? Just for the simple reason that it's already reserved for my work order. So yeah, I have two, but not available for any other transaction because reserved for this purchase, for this work order. And of course, here books has followed along. We have received and created the bill. So some clients doesn't like the fact that we create the bill for them for the purchase order. They just say, okay, just register the receiving for us, and we will take care of the billing part. Some clients ask to have the bill, but in draft mode only, to proceed after that if any changes need to be done. So either ways, with Zoho Creator we have full control. We can go with any of those solutions. Okay, we have received our purchases, so it was reserved for this work order. Let's see how my work order is appearing now. So I see in green that this level is ready to assemble. So we're good here. The quantity has been received and reserved, and now we are able to assemble. So we have here three actions. Depending on the needs, we have, in this case, three actions. We are ready to assemble. If anything, okay, let's see the release first. So we will go back to recheck. So release, let's say we have another work order that came in, and maybe it's a higher priority than this one. So in this case, we are able to release the reservation from this work order level, and we go to the higher priority work order and say, okay, take the available inventory. So we'll check or recheck stock. The system will recheck if anything is new in my availabilities, and we'll take it back and reserve it. So now I've rechecked, so I've reserved back my quantities. I'm ready to assemble it. Because this part number is serializable, or we are tracking serial numbers, before assembling, I need to select for the component what are the serial numbers involved, and for the product assembled or the finished good of this level is also serializable, so I need to enter serial number accurately. So for the just received product, I will select my two serial numbers. For processor also I have 3 left. I can choose whenever I need to choose, and I can submit. But system, another validation, I don't have I'm not able to make the mistake to assemble a serializable product without entering what is the serial number to be used in the higher level of my bill of materials. So nothing is, we are able to control and validate every action of the process. So let's see, let's say AQD12A, or yeah, this is my serial number to be assembled. Submit. So now I will have my inventory adjusted. I will check my inventory summary, and I can see that I have now 1 in stock, but nothing available, because it's, as well as the first example, it's reserved for the other level of the manufactured item. So let's go back to the ongoing work orders. So now this one is in green. I'm ready to assemble it. Same actions. I need to, this is the serial number I just assembled, and I need, for the manufactured item, I need to as well to have the serial number. In some examples, we have a large set of assembly, and we have, let's say, 20 or 12 or 30 serial number to assemble in one at once. It's very difficult to tap every single serial number. In those cases, some clients need have this business rule that says, for those cases, I want to be able, for the final product or the finished good, to inherit every single serial number in its direct component. So in this case, we can showcase it, even though if it's just one simple serial number. But imagine if we have a large set of serial numbers, it will be much easier to just click copy serial numbers, and to the final product will inherit all of it, all its serial numbers. So let's do this and finish the operation. Now I can see on my inventory summary that my AQD12 has been consumed, and the final product now is in my inventory and available for other transactions. Okay, so I think now we have a clear picture of how the inventory management in real time works, with the purchases, work orders, with the reorder point, and the assembly part. So now let's dive into the sales order part. So let's create a sales order to sell this manufactured item. Here we are able to retrieve our client from our CRM. So this is an integration field, so no need to have another database of our client. We have one centralized in CRM. It's better to have it like this. And of course, if anything is needed from CRM when selecting the client, we can retrieve all of it, all those informations. Payment terms. So we have, as I said before, as many details as needed in every form. So for the address, sometimes the shipping address is different from the billing address, so we can enter or select another account if needed for the shipping address. If not, we can just copy to help the user save some times, some minutes, and copy the address directly, automatically. So let's sell our manufactured item, but okay, let's make it a little bit more complex and say that we need two instead of one that is available. So I'll keep it. I'll keep just one line for the example, and of course we can have as many item categories as we need for this form. So let's say we have special requirement, we have software, or we have services. So those three types are all services, but we can categorize all of them to have a better segregation. And for this example, I will have an item, an SSP item, which is stands for software support plan. So software support plan, or any service that is provided to our client through a certain period of time. So so we need to have the start and the end date. So let's say we provide this service for our client through create the sales order. Of course, as soon as we create the sales order, it's pushed to the accounting system, which is Zoho. Sales order, I will have a draft, which is 16, sales order 16. Yeah. In real time, we have everything in Zoho Creator. So we can do the credit check if there is, as I said before, if there is any credit limits, it's checked. If we go above the sales order is blocked. If not, we'll go through. So sales order approved. We need to do the reservations for our inventory, and in some cases, some client need to send an order acknowledgement. So we are, as we see here, it's a very custom document that we can do with the help of record summary with HTML and CSS, and we can send it as an attachment to the client directly from the same screen. So as soon as we send this order acknowledgement, the sales order go through to the next step, which is, in this case, the customer need to have a down payment for this order or not. So we'll keep it simple for the demo. We'll go through to skip the down payment, and our sales order now is in the pending sales order. So why is it in the pending sales order and not in the collectorship? Just for the simple reason that I've ordered two and I have only one in my inventory. So now the user have three scenarios, three choices to make. So either we need to fully ship this sales order to our client. In this case, I need to manufacture another manufactured item as we did earlier. So we need another unit. In this case, I just click here in this button and this custom action, and I will be executing the same process workflow that we saw earlier when we replenished the manufacturer item. So we'll go through the creation of a work order, with the creation of the purchases if needed, if I don't have enough inventory for the component, and so on. And everything will be linked to this sales order. So as soon I will, as I am, assemble my final product, it will be reserved to this sales order. The second choice is to reallocate or to switch the reservation from another lower priority level or lower priority sales order to this one if needed. So I can switch the reservation. We have this screen to do this, or we just the customer just want a partial shipment, and we can do partial shipment. We will do it for this demo. So we will go through to the clear to ship section to at least do the partial shipment of what we have already. So some client need to have another credit check just in case something changed from since the sales order was in the draft mode. So nothing here, so everything is good. The credit limit is good. So the user now is ready to prepare the shipment. So we'll prepare what is available only, of course, because here we have only one serial number available. So we'll do the preparation and enter the waybill information to be printed in our documents, for instance, packing slip and customer or commercial invoice. Dimensions and weight. So the preparation has been confirmed. Now I'm ready to print my documents, packing slip with the information, the waybill information I just typed. Commercial invoice now is ready to be printed for the customs. We have all the information needed. And now we are ready to confirm the shipment. As soon as we confirm the shipment, the sales order is ready to invoice. In Zoho Books, you can see that everything is in sync. So package preparation was done and the shipment was confirmed. Still have the invoice yet to come. So we'll trigger the invoicing. So we have already set the quantity to be invoiced. And of course, we had, if you remember, we had another item to be invoiced is the software support plan or any services that need to be invoiced here. So we didn't see it in the shipment part because it's a service, so nothing to prepare for this item. So, but it's something to be invoiced. So now we see it. So we need to enter what is the quantity to be invoiced and send. Now we will have the document to be printed. And if, for this example, we need to send the attachment with a custom email if needed to our customer. And as soon as it's sent, we'll see that Zoho Books is again up to date with Creator. So we see that it was invoiced, SSP item was invoiced, and the invoice is ready. So 108 is our invoice. So the sales order now will not be in clear to ship. It will go back to the pending sales order because I still have something or another unit of the manufactured item to be delivered to my client. So I can then I can trigger my work order from the start to assemble it as we saw, or adjust the inventory if there is something to adjust, and then go here to recheck stock to pull from the inventory the quantities needed, and we will go through again the same process to the invoicing part. Okay, let's do just for the booking part. Let's do a quick. Let's add something here. Yeah, just let's update this sales order. So now we've covered all the main or the major processes that we've talked about. So going through the inventory management in real time, stock tracking, the work orders generated based on the bill of material hierarchy, and of course the purchases, automated purchases, receiving, reservations, selling the item, shipping it, and invoicing it. So for the booking, let's see the tracking of the modification as we talked before for our sales order. So our sales order first was the total was 434 first, and then it was modified to so we added another item. So we are tracking everything that has been touched in our sales order. We have all the data that has been sold. This is the first version of sales order, and we are tracking the second version here. Yeah, maybe it's just yeah. For the total, it was well tracked, but maybe the processor didn't follow back, but it's just a little bug. There is another section which is very important for the reporting part as well, which touch the accounting part or the operational side, which is the SSP or the software support plan, or any, as I said, any service that is executed or built through a period of time. So over the time revenue refers to OTT, or over the time revenue refers to the method of recognizing revenue gradually over a period of time. So rather than all at once, it's recorded gradually. So this approach is particularly important for businesses that provide ongoing services on long-term contracts. So such as software support plan, as we saw in this example, instead of recording the entire revenue at once when the contract is signed, the revenue is recognized incrementally as the service is delivered. That this ensures that the financial statements accurately reflect the revenue earned in each period. So all of this aligning with accounting principles and providing a clearer picture of the business's financial health. So for the SSP that I've invoiced before, we have it through a 1 year period. We can see here the sales order. Let's filter. Oh, yeah, 16. So my sales order is here through a period of 12 months. I am tracking every month what is the exact revenue for each month. So all this information is very, very important for the financial reports. So we are tracking the total value invoiced in customer currency and USD, so in different currency, of course, and the total versus the monthly revenue or the monthly income in every exchange rate needed, or in every currency needed. And every month we need to recognize this revenue. So within this report, we have each time or each month only the current month's revenue that we need to recognize. So for our sales order, we see just the coverage months and the recognition months, which is June in our case. And the user is ready. Just he do the quick validation about the information. All seems good. Now I'm ready to push it to the accounting system, Zoho to recognize and register this this revenue. So I push it to this to through this report through this button, and it's now done. It was synchronized with Zoho. If I see in the manual journal, I can see my invoice 108 is in draft mode. For example, if needed to do some validation, we have our journal entry has been sent with the correct currency to our accounting system. So this will wrap up our live demonstration. Hope you have a clearer vision of how Zoho Creator is helping their customers or the customers in general, even either it's manufacturing industry or any industry, to implement their custom processes and make it happen. So some extended use cases we have partially talked about. So enhanced order processing. You saw with me how sales order processes, the processing of sales order is personalized, customized. We can have as many customization as we want for every process that we saw, either for the sales order, the purchase orders, or any other modules. So we are able with Zoho Creator to have the customization that we need and that we are able to do inside our business to implement it into a solution. We saw just the final demonstration. We saw how we are able to implement this very specific need, the revenue recognition, reporting, and synchronization with the accounting tools, how the OTT reporting works and can work with the power of the lowcode platform, and how easily can be made with every with the ability to implement complex rules. So we saw how we extend Zoho Creator powerful tools and powerful features, how we can connect with external apps, either inside Zoho ecosystem or external ecosystem. With the accounting part, we saw how we are handling or we are given the accounting part to Zoho to be handled, because Zoho is handling the accounting part, so no need to reinvent the wheel in Creator. So after Creator handled the custom processes, operational side, we give the final output to Zoho via webhooks. Either so it can take it, Zoho can take it from there. So either it's an invoice, journal entry, as we saw with the OTT revenues, either it's credit note or anything related to the accounting part. So Zoho will be notified and will have the correct data sent to. With Zoho CRM, we saw how we are able to retrieve information about the client, and of course, when in some cases when the sales teams is processing the opportunity in Zoho CRM and it becomes a one deal, we are able, using integration flows inside Creator, to get all the data needed from those quotes or opportunities to initiate a new sales order. So and we can process it from there. We saw how the sales order can be processed. So before the sales order, there is the opportunity. Sales team is doing the work in CRM, negotiating with the client. But when the deal is won, we can Zoho Creator can step in and retrieve anything needed to initiate the sales order processing, as we saw. So, in conclusion, Zoho Creator, as we've demonstrated today, enables customers to improve efficiency and accuracy and empower better decision making through comprehensive reporting. So, by leveraging Zoho Creator, businesses can tailor their ERP system to meet their specific needs and achieve a significant operational improvement. So the key points here to have in mind: we saw how the manufacturing industry can profit from the powerful tools that Zoho Creator offers, and we can build a lot of custom processes handling the bill of material part, the assembly, the inventory management with real-time tracking, and automated a lot of heavy work with the purchase order automation, and of course the reporting side as well. Of course, the reporting can be taken a step further with the analytics and BI with Zoho Creator as well. So hope this session was relevant for you guys, and you had the demo showed you how Zoho Creator is a great tool to implement custom solutions. So thank you for your attention, and back to you, Preeti.
Thank you so much, Osama. It was really an interesting session. And also, the application was so amazing. We got so many questions about that application, actually. So, before we take the questions, I'll just ask some polls and upcoming sessions, then we'll go with the live questions. And attendees, if you have any questions to ask to Osama, you can just post it in the question tab. We'll be answering them live now. Meanwhile, if you are interested in getting more details about the application demonstrated, you can just drop your email address in the poll that has been initiated now. So we'll be getting in touch with you post the session. Yeah. And also, if we have uploaded all the recordings of previous months' industries in the course, as a course, my co-trainer will be sharing the link for you to access it. If you have missed any of the previous month industry, you can refer to that. Also, last year we just took the manufacturing industry as well. That recording link also will be shared. Just do watch it. If you have any questions post that, you can just drop a mail to training@zohocreator.com. And also, we have few upcoming sessions coming up. Create a Tech Connect series. So this is a completely technical session where we discuss in detail about all the technical nuances available in Zoho Creator. This month, on June 13th, 9 p.m., we'll be talking about mobile SDK in Zoho Creator. You can just scan this QR code to register, or else my co-trainer will be sharing the link. You can register for the session as well. And in the next month Learning Table series, we are going to talk about the industry Creator for Professional Services, which is going to be held at July 4th, 9 p.m. IST. The registration link also will be shared in the chat. You can refer to that as well. So now it's time to go to the questions part. So let's move on. I think we have few questions in the questions tab, Osama. So Anthony has asked, this question seems interesting. I'm curious, how many people worked on this app along with you, and how long did it take?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, for us, we had this vertical built through a period of time. So it was not created from start to finish in one workload. So we had several clients that have helped us enhance this product. So we had a first version first installed in the account of our client. We improved this version. We had another client that asked for other requirements that we've improved. So it's very difficult to give you exactly how many hours or days it took. But yeah, we have a great development team that helped us. So we have Mohammed, by the way, which is with us in the QA, helping answering the question. Yeah, Mohammed did a great part. Thank you, Mohammed. By the way, we have Mohammed as a team technical team lead. He's one of the great minds that helped us step up our development process. So yeah, Mohammed, for instance, and several other developers. But yeah, it was incremental.
That's great. That's great. Actually, a lot of effort has been gone into it. I hope that quite answers your question, Anthony. And he has asked another question: are there any plans to integrate Begin as well?
Actually, Begin is for the integration part is similar to CRM. So everything that anything that can be done from creator to CRM can be done creator to Begin. So even for the synchronization of your contacts, the financial part with Zoho Books, there is already an integration for Begin as the same as for CRM. So yeah, and we have for Begin the REST API. So anything that need to be pushed to Begin, we have the REST API with every single Zoho tool. We have the REST API. This is a very powerful tool that we have in our hands. And all the Zoho ecosystem, we have the REST APIs for Begin, CRM, or any other tool. So yeah, it's we can do any integration with Begin.
Oh, that's great. Actually, it works. So, and then we have a question from Jason: how can one procure this app? Can I take this question, Asama?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, Jason, we have just initiated a poll. If you want to know more details about that, you can just drop your email address there. We will get in touch with you. Or else you can drop an email to training@zohocreator.com. We'll just forward your mail to our partner team. And also, there is another question from Anthony. Begin is not in the list of Zoho connectors or integrations.
I've already saw the when for the connector with Zoho Books, there is if you want to connect your customers and so on for the financial part, there is a connector with Zoho Creator. I need to make sure, but there is I think there is some. Yeah, just there's if possible, pretty to have Anthony contact you. I will check with the team and get back to him with the exact answer, just to not to say anything wrong. But I
Sure.
think there is some.
So, Anthony, we will just get this question offline. We'll
Yeah.
be mailing it to your address. Yeah. So, if you have any other questions, just post it out. We are happy to answer. So, in the meanwhile, I'll just ask a question to you. So, so we have seen an amazing solution, right? So, what is the current industry potential the existing solution is built for? Is there any possibility of other industry sizes to use this solution?
Yes. We had, as I said before, we had this solution built gradually, and first we had this solution for distributors. So we had inventory management, live tracking of inventory management, complex inventory management, sales orders, and purchases. And then we have scaled in the manufacturing industry with the bill of material implementation and work order. And this version, we are now installing and implementing it into our client's account. And taking it from this as a start and implementing other new requirements for each client. So each client is different from another. So we customize, we personalize every aspect of this application.
Oh, that's quite interesting to hear.
Yeah.
So, I think there are no more questions. So, I'll just quickly initiate another poll and to give them time to get some questions. So I have initiated a poll. If you are interested in joining a click group where we send all the notifications about Zoho Creator training, so you can just give your concern over there. Also, I'll be sharing the recording of today's sessions in that chat as well. Okay. So I think so. There are no more questions. So if you have any questions post the session, please write to training@zohocreator.com. I'm dropping the email address in the chat. Thank you so much, Osama, for this wonderful session. We had a great time with you
Yeah,
today.
my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for attending the session. We'll just meet again in the next month session with the next new industry. Thank you.